Greetings, Public Health 400 students. This is Cotton, your Public Health librarian. I'm sending out some videos addressing your individual group topics. And so these videos are going to be considerably shorter than the last one, but they're really going to focus entirely on your specific topic. If it feels like you're sort of being thrown into the deep end or you're just going kind of way too quickly in these videos, please go back and check the previous video that was sent over, as well as the how-to videos on the research guide. That can really give you some context on how these are working as searches. So without further ado, let's get started. So if we're going to be conducting research on ocular health, I do recommend doing your research in PubMed. It's really going to be the best database to look for these in. The only other one I would even consider is APA PsycInfo, but that's really going to deal with more about the mental health and psychological aspects of ocular health, which isn't really going to be that much of a thing. However, you can always look there as well if you want to focus on that aspect of this. Now, even here in PubMed, normally I would tell you to use subject headings to locate the most relevant literature. However, that doesn't really work here unless you already have a condition or disease that you are trying to focus on, in which case you can always go down to Mesh Database and search for ocular. However, I don't quite know what I want to research, so I'm going to use the general keywords in here, and I might start with ocular health. And this is where the problem lies, right? Because we have 35,000 plus articles here that come back. And that could be very useful because we know we want to see what's out there. But we're also not going to be reading 35,000 results. So maybe I'll just start by putting that 5-year cap on this. That way, at least we're going to get rid of 20,000 results, which is great. But I can also say right now, this search is searching for the word ocular and the word health, and that's fine. But I can also say I want to focus on ocular health and then add in another search term. And maybe that will be myopia. And I'm actually going to type in end myopia. And when I do that, that search is going to go from 15,000 to 1,000. And we can see that now we're dealing with IM prevention of myopia and its progression, risks and benefits of myopia control. And if I want to, I can search not just for myopia, but I can put this word in here and then an asterisk, and that will search for both myopic and myopia. So when I do that, I get back actually another couple hundred results. So it's another way to sort of cast a wider net. I might also go in here and try a different type of condition, maybe macular. And you can see right away, we're getting results back about vitamin D and ocular diseases, ocular hazards, and say we're not sure about what else might exist. I can click on this title, and if I scroll down, I can see the subjects being used within this specific article. So I see things like myopia, I see macular degeneration, I see eye. And maybe eye is a really broad term, but that might be a good way to start. And once I have those, I can start incorporating those into my research as well. That way, I'm not just using the keywords, but I'm also using the subject headings that are being found in the results. Once you know exactly what your subject is going to be, look in those subject terms, because I promise you, there's going to be some that will really help narrow that down and focus on your specific condition that you're looking at. Now that's really how I would start that search. As always, I'm going to show you how to contact me. Please let me know, because this topic in particular is a little tricky because there are no subject headings that are immediately apparent. And so it does take a little bit of digging, but that is why I'm here, and don't hesitate to reach out if I can be of help. All right, so that's really what I have for today. Like I said, please feel free to reach out if you'd like more guidance. Please check out those earlier videos if it feels like this is moving way too quickly. And don't forget, I'm here on the Public Health Research Guide. You can always view the how-to videos on using the databases right here. And you can also contact me with my information right there. So thank you for your time. Good luck with your research, and let me know what I can do to help. Have a great day.